Hi everybody, it's Shanna. I wanted to make a quick video on a paper piecing technique that I've figured out how to do with my digital images. I buy mostly digital images, primarily because they're cheaper and I can get more that way. So I do a lot on digital images, and I love paper piecing, but I've not been able to do it because of it being digital, of course. And a couple weeks ago I had an idea and I decided to try it out, and it worked. So I thought I would share it with you guys, and maybe it's out there, I just hadn't seen it. So I keep all my scraps of paper, even like little pieces right here. This is just a pile of little pieces of paper that I keep, and so I can use those for paper piecing. And what I do is this, I actually have one of those copiers that's like all in one, so you can scan, you can print anything. So most of my images, when I get them the size that I want them, I print off a master copy. So this is like my master copy of some little Miss Muffet stamps. And so what I decided to do is I took the copy and I figured out how it ran on my scanner and where it would print. Like if my paper needed to be faced, in my printer it has to be face down. So what I take is I put this particular one on the bottom, and then I just take a transparency, which this particular one is a 8.5 by 11, and I tape them both down. So I've done that here with some gorgeous girl stamps. And I actually, these I got from a friend. So I take, and so I have my pieces of scraps, which I thought I had another one. Here it is. And I take my scrap, my clear acetate is what's going to go through my printer, okay? So this is what's going to go through my printer. It was right here. And so you take my piece of scrap paper here, and I make sure it covers her dress. The thing is, you have to make sure that you don't have tape over where that's going to be. Now this case, the other one I had hats, and this one does not. So this one I'm just going to, I'm actually going to tape down right there over her face. And I got a little bit too much sticking out down here. It's going to be too much. And so the printer's going to run this through face first, so I really have to make sure my top piece, my pieces that's going through the feeder basket are secured well so that they don't catch up and jam it. And like this particular one, and you got to, you know, now remember, whatever it's going to, your image is going to print on what's facing up. So if you have two-sided paper, make sure you know which one you want. So this particular one, I'm going to run it with that one. And then, so I have all these four taped down. And then what I'll do is take my pieces, and this is what I'm going to run through the printer, okay? And I actually probably need to mark my paper so I know what what's going to go through. So in my printer, I have to run it face down. So I have this part, my paper, here on the scanner, and I'm going to put my acetate in face down. And when it comes out, you can see here that I've printed this particular hat. I'm actually gonna not cut this part of it. So, but I did get a little bit off. I think it's going to be okay because it's just the edge. So you have to make sure that you get your full image and the tape, because you don't want, matter of fact, I'm afraid, I won't know if this one here, let's see, you can just pull that off. Yeah, see, my tape got on my, tell you what I'm going to do, I'm just going to actually fold that And see, that tape smears. So I think what I'm going to do is if I leave that, and then when I paper piecing, see if I go ahead and start cutting where that line was at, then I can fill in the line with a pen. But you have to, I know this is the hardest part, is making sure that you have enough extra so that you don't do that, so that you don't get the tape. And then I think my tape will, if I can get my tape off, but so that's the part that's hard. Now this, I did get some ink on my acetate, but if you take a wipe, you can wipe that off. And actually, if I do a baby wipe instead of my finger, it comes off and I can reuse it. So that's an easy way to paper piece. I hope this is informational for some, and I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them. Thank you.